Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mind Your Own Business. I'm your coach, Dr. Erin. It's so great to be with you. You know, last week I said it was my best training, but this might be my best training. No, I hope you love today's training. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to share with you the two things that successful people do, whether they're successful and elite athletes or business titans, that help them win on repeat, as Danielle Delgado calls it, win on repeat. How do some people and network marketing professionals, how do they always get to the top of each company that they're in? You know, what do they do? And there's these two things. But I want to ask you some quick questions and just blurt out the answer when you have it. When does a rocket ship need the most amount of fuel and energy?
Takeoff.
When it first starts.
Takeoff. Yes. Yes. At the beginning. Okay. I'm going to mute you all. That was just the easy, simple question. Okay. So here are the two things that will help you be excellent, a champion at the top of your game. Okay. And this is when you study. So I'm in Ed Milet and Andy Frizella's mastermind, which is such an honor. And they study and hang out with and have conversations with the best of the best. Michael Jordan, Steve Wozniak, all the greats. And here are the two things that the greats do. The first is they understand how to create momentum. They understand how to create momentum. So I was running this by Garth, but I'm like, okay, what's Newton's law of physics again? Is this Newton's law of physics? So here I go. So bear with me. But one of the three laws of physics, or whatever they're called, is, we all know this, right? That every reaction has what? An equal and opposite reaction. Every cause has an effect, okay? And the greats understand this idea of the importance of creating momentum. And I want you to think about amazing things you've ever done in your life. It probably came with this need at the beginning to create some momentum, and I'll walk us through that. But the greats know how to pull themselves out of the muck, out of the mud, out of their average lives when they want to create something remarkable, and they know how to force themselves to do things that they don't want to do or that are hard for a little while, don't they? They know how to exercise their discipline for a long enough period of time to cultivate and create momentum. Now, sometimes this is only 2 days. Sometimes it's 6 to 7 days. You know, a lot of research has said it takes 66 days to create a new habit. I am in the program 75 Hard, which is a mental toughness program. And there's a reason it's 75 days. There's a reason it's not 30 days, right? But they understand and force themselves to exercise their discipline long enough to get the momentum going, to get the rocket ship going. I'm going to give you some good news and bad news. I'm going to start with the bad news because I don't want this to, I want you to know this information because this is the profession that we are all in. Who wants to guess, and maybe some of you know the answer, what is the average number of people that a network marketer sponsors in their career? Just put down some guesses. Maybe some of you know the answer. What's the average number of people that a network marketing person sponsors in their whole entire career, their whole life? Patty's closest. It's 2.7. 2.7 people. So what does this tell us? Julie, pick your jaw up off the ground. I know. We all need to know this because we need to know how to help our people and be truth tellers. I have come to be a truth teller in this profession. It's my new thing, okay? We need to understand that most people quit before they even start. So I heard Dale Calvert say this, and I don't know if it's his quote or not, but he said on stage, the start stops most. And what you'll find is the start stops most. And what you'll find is you'll hear people on your team be like, it's just not working for me. I'm done. And you're like, wait, I haven't even seen you on a call. Like I posted twice and no one's responding to me and this doesn't work. And they'll quit. And they most of the time will quit before they even give themselves a chance, right? So do not be fooled by what they tell you. They never actually started. And God bless them. But they never actually started. So you can't quit something you never actually started, people. Can I get an amen? Okay. So they never actually started. But okay, so if 2.7 is the number of associates people on average are going to enroll in their lifetime, that tells me they never started. Okay. And it also tells me, without a shadow of a doubt, they never created momentum. So if that's the case, so the first step is we've got to understand we have to create momentum. When you do create momentum, you realize it is not just this like gift from the universe that has landed in your lap. You didn't just get lucky. You didn't just, the greats understand they created the momentum. It didn't just happen. You have to create it and make it in your life, okay? So the second thing that they do, and this is where it gets hard, and this is the big thing, this is where most people won't do this, most aren't willing to do this. Number two, they don't mess around with the momentum once they got it. They do not do anything that will pull themselves off or out of momentum. Now, let's give an example that we all can probably relate to, and let's talk about going on a diet or weight loss. And what do most of us do? We stack, 5, 6 great days together, perfect days where we're eating everything and we're at the gym and we're doing everything. And what do we do on day 7? We have 6 good days. And what do we do to celebrate this momentous 6 days in a row that we've put together? Crystal Bowman, we celebrate by going and eating crap and blah, blah, blah. And when we look at it logically, it doesn't make any sense, does it? We literally go out and celebrate our momentum by doing things that break the momentum. We go and celebrate the momentum we created by doing things that actually stop the momentum that we created, that we wanted to create to get ourselves out of the mud in the first place, out of the mud and the muck of our life, whatever it was. Like, fascinating, right? So the champions of the world understand that it is a precious gift, this momentum, and that we must do everything we can to protect it, like it is the most precious gem. Okay? So they understand that the most fundamental mistake you can make is killing your own momentum. Okay? So I want you to understand in APL Go, and anything worth creating that you've ever done that's remarkable, you've probably created some momentum. I remember the first 30 days, I was literally on the phone for 30 days. And I know that's not what you all want. I know some of you aren't here full time. And it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Garth and I worked 12 to 14 hour days. And we sponsored 32 people in our first month. I get it. But when you create momentum and do our system for 30 days, you will enroll 3 to 5 people. And if you do that for a couple more months, you will create momentum and you will start soaring. You just will. It's actually like impossible not to. right? Like I couldn't, if I wanted to, stop this train that's going right now, right? I couldn't. It's 1,100 people that are building this. That's momentum. Now, do you think I'm going to just sit back and have my bonbons and have my summer break? No. Because guess what? We haven't even launched this rocket ship. We're getting to launch in the next 3 to 6 months. Tina told us this last night. Do you know? So there's this thing that happens in network marketing when you hit the top 10 on Business for Home in momentum, and we're 15, right? Does anyone know where we started a year ago? Like 141. Okay, get those numbers burned in your brain. A year ago, we were 141, we are 15. I didn't know this because I haven't been a big dog in this profession. I didn't know that when you hit number 10, the big dogs of the network marketing profession start coming to you. That's like the metric. And they start saying, okay, tell me about this. And Kari Thompson has said there are network marketing professionals out there who are, when we launch with all of our bells and whistles and our enrollment flow is great and everything's done in the next like 30 to 60 days, they will be coming with thousands of people. That the leaders that we have in our company right now may not be the leaders a year from now. Like that people are coming with thousands of people. That's what we have. So, okay, let me give you a quick example. I just hit 100K. You all know this. Do you think I'm slowing down? Why would I kill momentum? Momentum is the most precious thing you can ever have in business, ever. When I first became a speaker 6 years ago, I spoke 44 times in my first year, and I went on 213 coffee dates. Again, not duplicatable. The point is, I met a lot of humans, and I worked my butt off for a year, and it was so fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved it. You have to create momentum. Anyone ever go on a major weight loss journey? Like, I remember going to the gym. I had to create some momentum, and now I go every day. I have made a rule for myself. I don't give myself more than 2 days off my plan. I don't eat like crap for more than 2 days. Because it's precious to me, this way that I live, the feeling I have. You don't go off the plan that gave you the freedom that you were trying to create. And it's not a awful life. It's the best life. Why would you go and do the things to sabotage what got you to what you wanted? So find an accountability partner, someone on the team. If you need one, let us know. We always love to pair you up with people, but go for 30 days and talk to someone every day about your business. That would be a good place to start. You could do one human a day. That would be 30 people. You will likely have 3 people by the end, if the math is 1 out of 10, that will be in your business. Do that. Can you talk to one person about this every single day? I don't take 1 day off of my business without talking to someone. I don't work all day every day, but I don't take weeks off. You're integrating your life. Everything's integrated. And here's the really good news. Once you create momentum, you join the land of the easy. And I know that you all want that. So what once was hard, through mastery becomes easy. I like to say easy isn't sleazy. Easy means mastery. So I'm gonna share with you this idea that I want to make sure I don't get wrong, okay? And I'll post it later because it's a really great kind of quote. But if every cause has an effect, if that's Newton's third law of physics, right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You know, Buddhists say this in karma, right? Like you get back what you put out into the world. Christianity says you reap what you sow, right? So there's this universal truth. If that is true, then this is so good for all of us who want to create momentum and be excellent. Because get this, nothing you do results in nothing. Nothing you do results in nothing. Everything you do results in something. And the more you do something, the better the chance is you will do the right thing. And once you learn how to repeatedly do the right thing, that's when you'll have everything. I'll say it again. I want you to insert the right thing for the effective thing. Put in the chat room, what is the number one thing we need to do? The one thing. Think of Kevin Couture's training this week, which was so amazing. Eric Worre says this is the one thing in network marketing that moves the dial. What is the one thing, the right thing? Momentum. How do we get momentum? Talk to people. Yep. You're right. You're all right. Yep. So the one thing that Eric Worre says that is our whole business is inviting people to take a look at our product and our opportunity. So talking to people about our product and opportunity. So if you were to think about what is the one thing, I would tell your brain it's inviting people to take a look at your product and opportunity. That's it. Yep. Get drops and mouths. Okay. So let's think of the right thing as the one thing as inviting. Okay. Now I'm going to say the quote again. Nothing you do results in nothing. Everything you do results in something. The more you do something, the better chance is you will do the one thing. And once you learn how to repeatedly do the one thing, that's when you will have everything. So go create momentum. Your life will change. It's a promise. There are promises behind success principles. And that, my friends, is one of them. So let's open it up for discussion. I'm going to end the recording here. Thank you for joining us on Mind Your Own Business.